Hello all my fellow DIYers out there. This is going to be a long video because I wanted to make a video of the actual time it takes to fix one of these electrical components. This is your automatic door lock for a 2000 Ford Excursion. Ford did put these in a few different vehicles in a few different years. So hopefully this will help you with your project. Now right here I'm drilling out the metal tabs on top. I am using a 3/16 drill bit, and I'm using a pair of Leatherman needle nose pliers from a Leatherman charger to hold the back of the tab while I drill it so it doesn't spin. I did not make a video on how to take this component out. I saw quite a few videos online that explain that, and they were probably done a lot better than what I could have done. This is just a video on how to fix the component itself. After I get the tops drilled off, I'm going to use the tip of that Leatherman to push the rivet through, as I'm doing right there. Next, I'm going to use that same drill bit to drill some pilot holes in the plastic tabs. After that, I'm going to switch to a larger drill bit, a 1/4 inch drill bit, to cut the top of the tab flush with the rest of the plastic. Just cutting the top of the tab off. I don't want to go down into the plastic because I am going to use those tabs here in a little while. So again, just cutting the tabs flush with the top of that plastic. Maybe a little bit of a divot there in the middle, because I'm going to be using a smaller drill bit to cut a hole in those tabs here in a little while. Now you want to pull that top part off straight up. Just pull the motor out, and then I use those same needle nose pliers to pull the tabs up on both sides of the motor. Now once you get those tabs up, you want to pull that plastic part away from the motor very carefully, because there are two what they call brushes in there that attach to the stator. Now I'm pulling out the little square resistor. It's a flat resistor, and that's usually the problem with these electrical components. As you can see, I forgot my aluminum foil, so I had to go back inside to get it. Now I have seen some videos on this where the guy used some aluminum, like a piece of aluminum, to replace that resistor altogether. But I wanted to see if it would work just wrapping it in aluminum foil. So here I'm just going to wrap that resistor, only about a turn and a half, maybe 2 turns. You don't have to use a lot of aluminum because it does have to slide back down in the slot it came out of. Just make sure the aluminum is nice and flat, and then just place it right back in the slot where you pulled it out of. Now there is a little piece of plastic on this, or there is a little raised piece of plastic on this plastic, so you can't put this on backwards. It has to go on one way. Right there I was trying to use a drill bit to separate those brushes so I can put the stator between them, but as you'll see here in a second, I was able to just carefully make sure the stator was going in between them and the brushes were opening, and slid it right into place. Then I kind of turn the gear, make sure nothing's binding. Then I use those same Leatherman needle nose pliers to push the tabs back down. You will see my hands are shaking in this video because I'm actually doing it on my knees and elbows. I could not find my tripod for my phone. So once you have those tabs down, make sure it's nice and tight, and then just stick it right back into place. Now you want to try not to move those gears too much because you may have to adjust other things in your locking mechanism if you do move those gears. Right there I was just showing you that there are tabs in the top where the motor goes into. So once you put that back together, make sure everything's nice and seated. Then you want to put that cover back on as straight as you can, making sure all the plastic tabs and the two metal tabs that go into the motor are all where they need to be. Right there the plastic gear kind of hopped up on me, so I just opened it back up, put it back in place, and then I get the tabs where they need to be. So once everything is seated, I'm going to use a number 6 1/2-inch screw in order to drill to keep this fastened together. And I'm going to make the hole with a 3/32 drill bit. Now if you don't get the holes directly into the tabs, it's really not a big deal. You have quite a bit of play in there. As you'll see in this video, I did miss a hole, and I'll show you which one that is. You do want to drill straight through the entire unit. This video is about 11 minutes long. It would have probably only taken about 10 minutes if I had my foil there. So I am just starting this channel, so if you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me in what I'm trying to do. Once I get all these screws in, But that screw there was the one that wouldn't quite go back in. And it wasn't a big deal because of the other 5 screws I'm going to put in. It's kind of overkill to have 6. I did test this unit once I was done. It works great now. Hopefully this helps y'all in anything y'all are trying to do. And hopefully I'll be making some more videos soon. Thank you and have a nice day.